I'ma go scream real quick. Just a quick thank you to everyone for the support. I literally did this spur of the moment and actually really enjoyed it, and it's amazing to know other people do as well. I just wanted to say that. Emotions over! So volume 1 was kind of fun. Had a little slip up of turning into a hot mess in its second half. No, we are not going back there. But I guess now it's time to say goodbye to the shadow people, am I right? But for real, let's get going, starting with our new characters. Spoilers beware. So we've got Emerald and Mercury, who seem like lovely people. And then we meet Tuxin, who... I will never love again. Ironwood. Yes, I know. Very funny jokes. Y'all are so sophisticated for a bunch of mean-loving heathens. Don't think I don't know what's in your search history. I know all your sins. Neo, who's totally adorable, but don't trust her because she will kill you in your sleep and then decorate her parasol with your face. Neptune, who's a total boy and needs to stay the hell away from my daughter and... Dude. But seriously, he a boy, and if he moves any closer to my little Weiss, I might shoot him. Zwei, who is best dog, oh my god, he is precious. Corgis are magical. Oh, and he's also a fireball. Team Coffee. The cool upperclassmen you fawn over, but are really just a collection of hot messes who have accepted their f***ups and are proud of it. But oh my god, Coco and that Gatling gun. Queen. Basically Jason. Seriously though, chainsaws are really inefficient weapons, but I still keep getting terrified he has fucking horror movie music for his theme. You also get away from my daughter. And Raven, who is worst mom ever.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, how about you're an absentee, uncaring bitch of a mom? Now flap your raven wings and f*** off. I want some giant-ass elephants. Dumbo wants vengeance. So jumping right into where we left off last volume, Blake is still worried about what Roman and the White Fang could be up to. Everyone else, they've got other priorities right now.
Don't leave me! No!
Best food fight ever. But Blake's still grumpy cat. And as such, Team RWBY, plus Sun and Neptune, who really don't help at all and are really still fucking useless, why couldn't this just be Team Juniper, splits up to gather information on what the White Fang's up to. Weiss gets some really sensitive documents from her family's company. Okay, but shouldn't Jacques have been notified of this? I mean, yeah, he's a piece of shit, but is he also an idiot? RWBY reunites with Penny and discovers he's a robot. Oh wait, we all knew that already. Into the trash with this anticlimax. Yang goes back to the club from the yellow trailer, where everyone's just delighted to see her again, and asks Junior about the lackeys RWBY f***ed up last volume. But seriously, why is Neptune here? Oh my god, he's so useless. And Blake goes to a White Fang rally with Sun.
Humanity wanted to make monsters out of us, so we chose to don the faces of monsters.
Always sunshine and rainbows with you.
Okay, but Sun, you know she didn't start this trend, right? And discovers Roman somehow managed to get his hands on a f***ing Elysian paladin. How? Is this a plot hole? Was this an inside job? Was it Winter? Are you making us think you killed Winter in Volume 5 when really she's been a villain all along? Or this could just be a plot hole. That seems more likely in all honesty. Anyway, we get into a great fight where we f*** up rush hour traffic without Glinda getting on our asses again. Where is the police force? And of course, Sun and Neptune leave to get some dinner. But f*** it, our girls can handle themselves. We get some ship name attacks. God bless. And Yang manages to beat the shit out of the Paladin. God, Atlas really needs to step up its quality assurance teams. But Roman's little friend, daughter, whatever, she's Mary Poppins covered in ice cream, and some cool ass illusions allow her and Roman to escape. Weiss makes an awful pun, and we're done here. Now on to Para. God, that felt good. But the dance is coming up, and now it's time for some romance. Hashtag all ships sail. But Blake is finally questioning everyone's priorities, even though she literally has not slept. Dear God, my baby needs rest. And f***s off to the library. Yang is like, I got this, and... Is this racist to cat faunus? I'm not sure. Is it hilarious? Yes. Yes, it is. We learn more about Yang's mama, who is literally the worst, and Blake is coaxed into going to the dance. Does she go with Sun? Yes. Does she go with Yang? Also yes, hashtag Sunny Bees. And while this is happening, we got more bullshit drama with Jean trying to woo Weiss and Weiss trying to woo Neptune, and Neptune trying not to let it slip that.
I can't dance, man.
That's the big thing. This is why the blue-haired little boy wrecked my little Weiss heart. Her one chance at intimacy out of her shitty home life, and he wrecks it because he can't fucking dance? Bitch, I can't dance, but I still do it for fun. Get the over your hot damn self and dance with my daughter, so help me. And as for Jean, he...
Jean?
Promise is a promise.
Oh, this is glorious.
This is happening!
Oh, yes, baby, yes! I'm getting a little carried away. But Cinder and her little ragtag bunch of bitches who for some reason Ruby can't recognize.
Maybe we'll see you around.
Yeah, maybe. Welcome to Beacon.
Why you so dumb, Ruby? Why you so dumb? Managed to hack into the CCT system. Yes, this is important. Remember it. Also, Beacon, please change your Wi-Fi password. Like, really? Beacon with a 3 and a pound symbol? Guys. Guys. Get it together. But once that's all done, the RWBY team heads out with their magical doggos. Why? Bless. And Cray Cray Professor Ubalik out to the abandoned mountain glen, which is literally right out of a f***ing horror movie. Good God. They talk about their reasons for becoming a huntress, accidentally fall into inconveniently placed sinkholes, and do a little battle on a train. Off, bitch. And slam right into Vale along with a horde of angry Grim. Let's see him turn this into a board game. But the team manages to save the city and all is well.
I'd call today a success.
You still think the White Fang's gonna listen to us?
No. But they'll listen to me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No! This volume is much stronger than volume 1, both in terms of writing and animation. I can't really say there are any useless episodes because the plot is tight and flows nicely between all 3 arcs towards the finale. Volume 2's purpose was to bridge the gap between the cartooniness of volume 1 and the bloodbath that is volume 3. And as such, I think it's the volume I've enjoyed the most because of how well balanced it is. And as for the romance arc, which a lot of people seem to have problems with, I actually enjoyed it. I mean, yeah, I'm biased, because I'm a hopeless romantic myself. Don't let my cynical sense of humor deceive you, I am a total fucking marshmallow. You didn't hear from me. But I think the best romance helps develop your characters, because that's how the best real life relationships are. They're about a soulful connection that help all parties grow. More dick jokes, woo! I think Jean overlooked Pyrrha in part cause, well, Jean's always wanted to be the hero, not the damsel in distress. He grew up with 7 sisters and had warriors for a father and grandfather. He probably values masculinity and strives to be as tough a guy as possible, hence why he'd go for the dainty feminine girl rather than the fierce warrior woman. But that's what makes his turnaround even better. When he puts on the dress, it's like he's saying, I don't care if I don't fit this ideal that I'm just not suited for. I care more about you for liking me as I am. And as for Pyrrha, it's exactly as she said. She's so skilled and talented, it makes it harder for people to approach her. I will always quote her speech on the pedestal because it really hit home for me. She knows she's privileged, but she doesn't want the celebrity life. Honestly, I feel she'd be content with a cozy life with a husband and maybe some kids where no one knows her name. And Weiss, well, I referenced it earlier, but yeah, the Mirror Mirror songs say it all. She's isolated. She grew up in a toxic, verging on abusive household where she couldn't be herself. She's always been a pawn to make her father look better to the public to help his business turn a profit. The closest thing Weiss has had to support are Winter, who cannot human to save her f***ing life, and Klein, who feels much more like a father figure than her actual father. She probably saw Neptune as a chance to share some kind of escape with, someone who could like her for who she is and help her shoulder all her burdens. Which is why I'm so pissed with Neptune's useless character. Good God, man, dancing is really why you hurt my baby, you fuckboy trash. But exaggeration aside, I am disappointed in Neptune's character. I love his turnaround in chapter 7, and his moment with Weiss is cute, but we never see this stick with him afterwards. Him and Weiss never talk, and in volume 3 we get Neptune acknowledging her like once when she got hurt. And that's it. I'm really hoping in volume 5 that'll change, but I'm honestly not counting on it. But seriously, is my little girl just cursed to never find love like me? Like first this boy and now this discount Walmart Neptune Henry who doesn't deserve a full name? Ugh, it's okay girl, we can die alone together. And as for Blake, well like I said, I ship everyone with everyone. I like both Blackstein and Bumblebee, though I am kinda biased for Bumblebee, in part cause, you know, I am LGBT myself. But it would be nice to see a same-sex relationship in this type of show where one of them don't end up dying because dear God, that needs to stop being a thing. That said, I love both these ships, cause they work for the characters involved. Blake with either Sun or or Yang could help her learn not to isolate herself so much and learn to forgive herself. So however it turns out, I'll be fine. And also on the note of Blake's character, there is one thing I would have added into episode 11. When Blake is trying to get an unconscious Weiss away from the White Fang lieutenant, I feel like there was a scene missing. We never saw the lieutenant dying on the train, and since then we'd never seen him. What I would have liked was Blake trying to hide with Weiss while the lieutenant searched for them, taunting Blake about her being a traitor, since we've seen him alongside Adam. Maybe even have Blake forced to kill him to protect Weiss, and add that to her arc of questioning whether or not she really is doing the right thing, or is still influenced by the White Fang's philosophy of violence under Sienna Khan. Yeah, it's dark, but I mean, is it really as dark as what Volume 3 gave us? But seriously, why do none of these places have security cameras? Like, you have giant airships, sentient androids, holographic AI to take over the shitty jobs no one else wants, and synthetic life with a fucking soul, but you can't install a camera to catch the perpetrators of a murder, or a bitch terrible at disguising herself who keeps losing her mask, hacking your incredibly easy to hack computer systems to prevent them from posing as students, which is somehow very easy to do, because we know of at least 2 other people who've managed to pull it off. Like, what the actual guys? Anyway, all in all, I really loved Volume 2. It's so much better than Volume 1, and it's definitely worth hauling yourself through Volume 1 just to experience both the fun and the story of Volume 2. People say this volume's useless, but I'd argue it's incredibly necessary for Volume 3 to work. It just might be my favorite volume now, but we'll see once I rewatch all of Volumes 3 and 4. And now for the moments that left me crying so hard, I cried even more than I did at the end of Volume 3.
Justice will be swift! Justice will be painful! It will be delicious!
Viva la revolution!
King Xiaolong, prepare your kingdom for battle! Bring it on!
It's real, guys. It's f***ing real.
They're probably fine, right?
Probably.
One does not simply tolerate Team Hot and Useless. Oh, hell yes. But that wasn't spur of the moment. Just remember, guys, it costs to be fabulous.
You treat every situation like it's a contest of measuring
Glinda.
Dick jokes.
Well, he does.
He said a dog?
In the mail?
Is that not legal?
Go.
Be free to be the Corgidian fireball you were born to be.
So what's it gonna be, Blake?
What you say?
You just destroyed my favorite clothing store. Prepare to die.
We got a badass over here. Fuck you, and fuck you, Road.
Yay, teamwork, camaraderie, good guys, go team. Alright, good job.
Me after outlining, writing, editing, rendering, and uploading a video. And last but not least, I'll spend time traveling to relive the younger years. I will find an excuse to work that into every video, guys. Don't underestimate me. Enjoy the review? Glad to hear it. Want to murder me to release your anger, then sacrifice me to the internet gods? Hit the dislike button. It's still interaction. I've got plans to review the rest of the RWBY volumes, reactions, and reviews of Volume 5 as it comes out. And maybe some reviews and retrospectives for certain video games in the future. Yes, I'm a geek. I know that's kind of my thing. Feel free to subscribe and stay tuned. You can also follow me on Twitter at Unicorn of War, Tumblr as the Red Star 1126, Instagram as Unicorn of War, and read my reviews and editorials on my WordPress blog, Unicorn of War. I've also got a personal WordPress blog, Ramblings of a Caffeinated Writer, and a gaming channel called Unicorn of War Gaming. Yes, it is. It's that simple. We did a rebranding. I fell out of rhythm, but if you guys are interested, I can totally start it back up again. I'm the Unicorn of War, and this